this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're going to be talking about breath work and how we can use our breath to kind of bring us calm, relaxing energy. Sometimes it can even elevate your mood and kind of really de-stress your life in a lot of ways. So let's stay tuned. So let's talk about it. Really, of course, we cannot live without breathing. And breathing is such a basic instinct. And a lot of times we kind of overlook it unless you've really understood or have been taught how to breathe to relax your energy. And I think that's one of those important ones. If you've been studying yoga, you probably have this down to a science because they really teach a lot of breath work energy in yoga practice. But it's one of those when you are physically or emotionally stressed, a lot of anxiety, kind of being overwhelmed, breathwork can really help to calm you down and kind of bring your body back into balance so you kind of get out of that fight or flight kind of energy. One of the best things to really understand, kind of like the basics, is kind of like how does it work and what is it going to do for you? And the basic idea is kind of releasing the toxins. When you are breathing, when you are exchanging air from outside, it's one of those that can really kind of like de-stress you, but it can also remove toxins that are in your system. So kind of just breathing it out. It can also kind of really calm you down, and it can also kind of nourish your mind. If you're really in I've got a whole bunch of things I have to think about or do or take care of, that can really stress your body and your brain out. And so the more you kind of breathe and slow that breathing down will bring in a lot more nourishment into your brain and help you focus on it. So I often tell my young clients, when you have a test coming up or something like that, or you're getting really stressed about it, do some breathing exercises, even if it's just 2 or 3 breaths. A lot of times that can really calm you down and get you in the mode of like what's about to happen next. I will tell you that kind of really, when we are breathing shallow because we're going through something, or our body's telling us like it's time to go, something isn't safe or secure here, a lot of times like we breathe and we only breathe out of the top part of our lungs. We're just like breathing up here. We're not breathing all the way down. So that's something really important. And because you're breathing like that, your brain is telling your body like we're not safe here, we're not secure, or something's bad's going to happen. And so you kind of go into that fight or flight kind of energy, and your hormones kind of go crazy because they're like, okay, we're going to have to run for our lives. We're going to have to do this. So kind of the best basic breathwork techniques is kind of deep abdominal breathing. And I usually teach this, and I tell people to put your dominant hand, whichever is your dominant hand, put it over the top of your belly button. And I know you can't breathe to your belly button, but if you breathe deep enough in your lungs, your belly button's going to move. And so that's what we really want to do. So it's kind of that's a deep belly button breath. So that's the way we want to breathe. We want to breathe and kind of visualize our lungs filling up, kind of filling up with air and that sort of thing. You can also do this when you're laying down, and sometimes that can be really interesting because you can feel your side like opening up and then coming back down. But still put your dominant hand all over your belly button so you're making sure that you're breathing all the way down. That type of breathing can calm anybody down, usually within a few breaths or so. That can at least start getting that breath from kind of breathing only at the top of your lungs to maybe your lower lungs, and then hopefully into all the way down. A lot of times when people have asthma, when they have an asthma attack, they're only breathing from the very top of their lungs. They're not getting it all the way down. So if you can get your breath to slow down a moment and hold it, or push it all the way down to your belly button, that can kind of give you that, like, now we're opening everything up that's been really closed or tight. The next one is kind of a method I have used in the past, but I would say I kind of use the belly button breathing kind of more than anything else. It is called the 4-7-8 method. And this is really kind of breathing, especially if you've got like a music on that's got like a really nice calming beat to it. So what you're going to do is breathe in for 4 breaths. You're going to hold for 7 beats, and then you're going to exhale for 8. So you're kind of like slowing down, and as you're holding that 8 seconds of like blowing everything out of your lungs, it's really encouraging your body to empty everything out. So that can be a really great way to kind of remove extra toxins. So it's one of those, we're going to count. You ready? So breathing in, hold, and out. So that can be it, and just kind of like trying to get to that point. If you can't hold it for the whole like 7 seconds, try just holding it for 4, 4, and 4, and then kind of work up and holding it. That can be a great way to kind of push this energy down and kind of steady your breath and kind of steady your body as well. There are tons of pros about breath work. A lot of it can just like balance your blood pressure. You can, I do a lot of deep breathing before I go to sleep, so that kind of helps me sleep in that really deep sound sleep. It can also help with feelings of trauma or PTSD, and it can also help boost your immune system. So whenever I'm taking like antibiotics or something, or kind of dealing with something, I'm going to kind of do more of my breath work during that time frame several times during the day to really help harness my own body's natural immune system to kind of fight things off. And like I said, more than anything else, it can really reduce your stress hormones. And actually sometimes when you start to learn how to breathe, you may take off a pound or two. You're not going to take off a lot of weight, but you can, because your body's not stressing near as much. And like I said, it can bring in like a mental focus. It can kind of like decrease a lot of anxiety and depression and like in your system. So I will tell people like this is a great way to do it. Now there are a couple of cons, and I kind of say this kind of like jokingly. There are a couple of cons. If like when you're trying to do the 4, 7, 8 breathing method at the beginning, if you're not able to hold it for that period of time, if you can't breathe out that slowly, do it much lower. Like I said, a 4, 4, 4 will be a great one, because sometimes if you're trying to hold your breath too long and you're not used to it, that can make you dizzy, and it can kind of give you like lack of oxygen, that sort of thing. So you're kind of like breathing out too slowly. But it's one of those, usually the thing is you're kind of getting dizzy. So if you're getting dizzy doing it like the 4, 7, 8, try 4, 4, 4, and just kind of breathe slowly in 4, hold 4, and out 4, and then kind of slowly increase your lung capacity. Your breathing capacity is going to really help, because that's going to help you really focus on these techniques of just relaxing your system, relaxing what's going on with you. And I guarantee you it is a great way to kind of just relax no matter what else is going on, no matter what else is happening in your world. This can be a really great one. So let's do some angel cards. This is an extra special angel card deck. It's called the Archangel deck. So I am excited to be playing with that one today. This one is my first card coming up. So kind of like, what do our angels and guides want us to know about breath work? First card. You know what to do. We know how to breathe, but we've got to learn how to do it a little bit better. This is Archangel Uriel, and this is all about acknowledging and kind of going into better sleep. So this is kind of like, you know what to do, you know you got to breathe, but it's one of those doing it the right way and really doing it with intention, and a lot of forethought can be really, really powerful for us. This is Archangel Jophiel, and this is all about going outside, getting some fresh air. That's what I'm talking about. Getting some fresh air. So doing these breathing methods outside can be amazing. And not only are you getting fresh air into your lungs, it's one of those like you kind of get out and kind of like get out in the sunshine. I often have to get out there and kind of just like, I need to get out and about and kind of get into the sunshine. I love sunshine. I'm a sunshine baby. And this can really help us connect with nature, de-stress, and it can really give us new ideas, like new creativity, kind of like what else is coming in. So our last one is, no, I was going to get that one, but they said no, it's this one. This one is compassion, and this is Archangel Zadkiel, and this is kind of like softening your heart and to the situations around you, and kind of really include yourself in what's going on. So a lot of times, like, that's just telling me, like, get out and about. Don't just sit at home or anything else and do your breath work. Do it outside, do it on a walk, kind of really get out and about and enjoy the fresh air and sunshine outside if you've got it around you. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.